Yung kanilang pag-attract sa pag-presenta kay Attorney Zuleika Lopez, no? Klaro yun, halata yun na natakot sila na lalong madidiin, lalong masisira ang kanilang kaso. Kasi if they are really confident enough na tama yung ginawa nila at strong yung kanilang evidence, they will pursue in presenting Attorney Zuleika Lopez. So, ako from my experience as a prosecutor sa impeachment, pag ganito mga galaw, ibig sabihin yan, delikado ang lagay ng prosecution. Nasa 50-50 na yan or nasa ICU na yan kung pasyente pa ang pag-uusapan.
Ito ang balita ngayon. Trending at pinag-uusapan ngayon sa mundo ng social media. Ang di umano'y balitang. Ito ang balitang dapat malaman ng taong bayan na pilit tinatago at pilit ayaw di umanong ipalabas ng mga bayan.
Diyan nga ng mga kababayan natin, no? Naniniwala ba kayo na yan nga na tila nga ba umano Luistro iginiit na sa lakas ng kanilang kaso kailangan na nilang magbawas ng testigo? Naniniwala ba kayo sa ganyang nagiging mandato ni Luistro na umano sa lakas ng kanilang testigo umano o ng kanilang ebidensya talagang kailangan na umanong magbawas? Dito nga talagang nagiging tila nga ba para sa atin sablay yung mga nagiging akusasyon nila o yung nagiging hakbang nila laban nga sa ating Vice Presidente. At yun, tuloy pa natin.
Assessment po ninyo dito nga sa Day 5 ng impeachment trial ni VP Sara.
Well, so far, wala silang napatunayan. In fact, nagiging kakatawa-tawa ito because ang burden of proof ay nasa prosecution. Pero since Day 1 hanggang Day 5, puro embarrassment ang nakuha ng prosecution. Dahil yung kanilang mga witnesses ay napaka-inconsistent sa kanilang mga sinasabi. Marami pang sinasabi ng mga typo-typo. Actually, hindi typo yun yung mga mali na yun ay
lapses,
substantial and affected yung kanilang kredibilidad. Mukhang hindi preparado ang prosecution sa kanilang kaso.
Opo. At dito sa kabuang presentasyon ng mga testigo, hindi lamang itong si Attorney Lotto, kundi maging si NBI Calilong, Attorney. Ano yung mga issue na nakita po niyo, bukod po sa typo, na maaari pong makapagpahina sa prosecution at mas lalong magpapalakas sa depensa?
Well, yung sinizero in nila na grave threats daw yung sinabi ni BP, mukhang hindi naman. At saka parang political statement in line with her freedom of speech. So yon, isa na yon. Ang second, yung sinasabi nila na merong hinire siya na assassin, hindi rin nila napatunayan yon. In fact, very speculative sila dyan. So you see, yung sinasabi nila sa publiko, sa kanilang mga propaganda, ay hindi nagtutugma doon sa mga sinasabi ng kanilang mga witnesses. At on their part, of course, they will try to project na positive at sila ay nananalo. Pero actually, in reality, na nakita ng publiko, talong-talo na dito ang prosecution.
Opo. Ang sinasabi po ni Attorney Lotto na kahit may typo, may mga discrepancies po sa ilang dokumento pong ipresenta po nila bilang ebidensya, ay hindi po magbabago doon sa mga sinabi, mga pahayag ni VP Sara Duterte. Ano yung tugon po ninyo, reaction po ninyo dito sa kanilang mga naging pahayag?
Aside from the discrepancies na napakalaki, no, yung kanilang mga sinasabi, puro opinion lang yon. So, there is no finding by a court na merong grave threats. Yung kanilang sinasabing prima facie na merong grave threats, hindi suportado ng ebidensya. Puro lang istorya or opinion on their part. So, kahit yung mga senator judges, as you have observed, from both sides, whether from the majority or minority, nagkakaisa sila na mukhang pumalya ang prosecution dito, lalo na yung kay Lotok. So, klarong-klaro ito na walang napatunayan so far ang prosecution, and we have been very forthright from the start na kung hindi sila preparado, sana hindi na sila nag-file nitong articles of impeachment kasi nakakahiya ito on the part of the lower house.
Opo. Sabi po ni Congressman Joel Chua na yung isang impeachment case para sa accountability at fitness to hold office, nilinaw po nila kaya hindi kinakailangan ang proof beyond reasonable doubt na ginagamit sa mga kriminal na kaso. Dahil ito'y issue po ng accountability at fitness to hold office. Attorney, papaano po ninyo tutugunan itong ganitong mga pahayag po mula sa House Prosecution Panel?
Yan ang problema pag walang experience eh. Kahit pa parehas kaming abogado, malayo naman yung sinasabi niya. For one, yung grave threats na yan, hindi yan impeachable offense. What more kung conditional threat lang siya? The more hindi siya impeachable. So you see, ang layo ng kanilang teorya doon sa realidad at sa legal jurisprudence, kahit sa impeachment, hindi ako nag-aalsa ng bangko. 2 out of 2 impeachment cases na pinanalo natin. At alam ko ang takbo ng ebidensya. Kung ganitong klaseng kalidad ng ebidensya ang pinipresenta ng prosecution, talo na sila dito. And I can prove you right. Pagdating dito sa middle part, hindi pa sa finishing line, sigurado sila mismo, they will be very embarrassed sa ginawa nila.
Opo. Issue ho ba sa inyo yung video kung saan ay lumabas po itong mga pahayag ni VP Sara Duterte laban po sa Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr., FL Liza Marcos at kay House Speaker Martin Romualdez, dahil nga iprinisita ito kahapon ng prosecution itong dalawang testigong si Kalilong at si Lotok, attorney, para patunayan yung authenticity na totoo yung video na kung saan lumabas po nga itong pahayag ni VP Sara. Sa tingin po ninyo, issue ho ba para po sa inyo itong authenticity ng video?
Well, of course, it has to be established dahil sila nagprepresenta ng ebidensya, requirement yan. But even granting without admitting that video exists, no? Ang existence naman, wala namang issue dyan. Klaro naman na freedom of speech, free speech ang ginawa ng ating Vice Presidente. Wala namang kakaiba doon sa sinasabi ng masa. Karamihan ng Pilipino, yan ang reklamo sa administrasyon na pumalpak sila at mayroong korupsyon. And therefore, we have to protect our democracy. So, ang sinabi ni BP only re-echoes what the general mass of people in the Philippines already know and already say sa kanilang mga Facebook and online posts at sa mga rally, sinasabi rin yan ng mga Pilipino. So, there's nothing new about it. She was merely restating the obvious and the truth about yung performance itong administrasyon.
Opo. At kahapon din ay baga nilinaw din ni Tito Soto kasi naliligaw daw siya, attorney. Yung discussion about grave threats, inciting to sedition, ang sinasabi, sa regular courts lang naman daw ito inihahain o baga in charge na magdinig o baga susuriin ng mabuti, bubusisiin ng mabuti yung mga ebidensya. Pero iba daw sa impeachment court. Ano yung masasabi po ninyo?
Yun lang, naging 80-80.
Mas mabuti pa nga kung sa korte ito final, but of course it will not apply to BP kasi impeachable officer siya. Kasi doon, klaro yung standard. Pero dito, ang problema kasi hindi impeachable offense ang grave threats eh. So hindi sana yung ginamit is na isa sa mga grounds sa articles of impeachment. Nagkamali dito. This is a blunder on the part of the prosecution because grave threat is not an impeachable offense. And it will not constitute betrayal of public trust kasi hindi siya in the same category. Ito, I have to be very clear on this. Hindi siya in the same category or degree as treason, bribery, graft, and corruption or other high crimes. Malayo siya. So, and grave threats is not really that serious, no? Kahit pag grave threats yan, it's not that serious. Kung ikumpara mo yan sa treason, bribery, graft, and corruption, and or other high crimes. So malayo yan sinasabi ni Senator Judge Soto, with all due respect, kay Senator Judge siya, hindi naman siya abogado, kaya malayo yung kanyang pinagsasabi. It's more of an opinion on his part. Anyway, sa tingin ko, predisposed naman siya pag mag-boto against VP dito, bahala na siya. But I'm sure they will never get the 16 votes threshold na required by the Constitution.
Opo. Pero bago po doon, kung sa regular na korte, attorney, tatayo ho ba itong mga ebidensyang ipinisinta ng House Prosecution Panel?
Hindi tatayo yan kasi as I've said, yung inconsistencies are so substantial. Tapos hindi nga klaro kung merong assassin na na-hire. Sila mismo nagsabi na they were not able to find out kung meron. They were not able to find evidence. At ang kanilang mga sinasabi, puro opinion lamang. You know, opinions do not constitute evidence except expert opinion. In the case of Kalilong, it appears na hindi siya expert. Ito naman si Lotok, parang hindi niya alam ang pinagsasabi niya. Marami siyang nakalimutan ng mga detalye. Hindi siya nag-review ng mabuti yung kanyang affidavit.
Mali-
Kaya
mali
he came
script.
unprepared sa trial. Kaya nakaleche-leche sila.
Opo.
Kaya-
Pero kung maaari pong tatayo yan doon sa hindi tatayo sa regular na korte, pagdating sa impeachment court, dito sa Senate impeachment court, sa tingin po ninyo, possible ho bang tatayo din?
Mas lalong hindi tatayo yan kasi sabi ko nga, ang grave search hindi nga impeachable offense. Mas
Walang
lalo na,
tutay.
mas malaki na ang gap
Opo.
between yung teorya nila, aligasyon nila, at saka yung standard. So the more hindi nila ma-prove. Kung sa korte mahirapan sila, hindi nila ma-prove yan, what more sa impeachment court? Kahit
Yun
pa sabihin mo na political and legal ang impeachment court.
Mm.
Hindi ibig sabihin na walang standard yan. Meron pa rin. Kaya sabi ko nga kanina, in-emphasize ko, hindi siya in the same degree as treason, bribery, graft, and corruption or other high crimes. Kaya itong grave threats na ito hindi dapat hinali as one of the grounds for impeachment.
Opo, dahil mataas po ang kumpiyansa ng prosekusyon na sabi, kaya nga inatras na nila yung pagpepresenta doon sa iba pang mga testigo para nga laban nga dito kay Vice President Sara Duterte dahil sapat na yung mga patunay na talagang totoo yung video na nagbabanta umano itong si Vice President Sara Duterte at bilang isang pangalawang pinakamataas na opisyal ng bansa ay dapat daw hindi ganito yung magiging ugali. Attorney, ano po ninyo? Reaksyon?
Kaya sabi ko nga, opinion lang yan eh. Hindi naman impeachable offense yan. And secondly, yung kanilang pag-atras sa pagpresenta kay Attorney Zuleika Lopez, no? Klaro yun, halata yun na natakot sila na lalong madidiin, lalong masisira ang kanilang kaso. Kasi if they are really confident enough na tama yung ginawa nila at strong yung kanilang evidence, they will pursue in presenting Attorney Zuleika Lopez. So, ako from my experience as a prosecutor sa impeachment, pag ganito mga galaw, ibig sabihin yan, delikado ang lagay ng prosecution. Nasa 50-50 na yan or nasa ICU na yan kung pasyente pa ang pag-uusapan.
Attorney, magandang umaga, si Admar po ito. Sentro rin po ng debate ngayon yung warning versus threat, yung babala kontra sa banta. Mayroon po ba kayong maaaring maipahayag ukol nga po dito sa dalawa, attorney?
Tungkol sa
Babala at banta. Kasi yun po yung na baka babala po yung ginawa ni...
Well, yung sample na ginawa ni Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano.
Opo.
Tama naman yun. Analogy at the same time to zero in to really point out to the prosecution na hindi lahat ng banta, hindi lahat ng warning ay threat. At even if we consider yung statement without admitting na threat, yan, hindi pa rin yan. It does not rise to the level of an impeachable offense. Yun ang problema ng prosecution. Kasi hindi nila ini-study mabuti, ni-research mabuti. Akala nila marunong na talaga sila. But actually, this is their first time to do this. Wala silang experience. Pati yung kanilang mga private prosecutors, walang experience yan sa ganitong mga asunto at sa ganitong mga sitwasyon. Kaya nakaleche-leche sila. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just re-echoing kung ano yung nakita ko at saka ng publiko at sa experience ko, pag ganito ang takbo ng prosecution, talo to. I can bet my neck dito.
Aray ko.
Jade and Admar.
Opo. Dito po sa issue naman po na umabot na ng mahigit 1 taon at hindi pa umusad, wala nang ihain nila yung rekomendasyon mula NBI sa DOJ at hindi pa naisasampa ang kaso at nakatenga pa ata ito, mabot na lang po sa panahon ng impeachment trial. Ito ba'y pwedeng gamitin? Kasi kung meron talagang sapat na dahilan para sampahan ng kaso, dapat umusad na ito sa DOJ, attorney?
Oo, yun nga eh. Sa DOJ pa lang hindi sila makausad-usad kasi ang dami nilang mali, ang dami nilang blunders, nalilito ang mga prosecutors kung anong gagawin.
Aha.
So ito, klarong-klaro ha, sa level pa lang ng DOJ, talo na eh. Di ba? Kaya nga hindi umusad yan. What more sa level ng impeachment court? So, yan, that's the best proof na palpak ang prosecution. At sablay na sablay sila.
Opo. Siguro bilang panghuli na lang po, attorney, ano na lang po ang
Yes,
inyo pong mensahe sa ating mga kababayang patuloy na nakamasid dito po sa mga kaganapan. Mamaya magkakaroon muli ng impeachment trial pero inurong na yung dalawang witness mula sa prosecution po, attorney.
Well, ang ating mga kababayan ay nagmamasid yan. Hindi sila pwedeng lokohin or i-deceive dito o i-mislead. Alam nila na pumalpak ang prosecution.
Yeah.
Maling-mali sila doon sa attempt nila to present Attorney Zuleika Lopez as a hostile witness. I know her personally. She's a good lawyer and hindi mo yan ma-break sa legality because she's experienced. At the same time, matapang yan. When the truth is at stake, hindi ka uurungan ni Zuleika Lopez. So, mali dito ang prosecution. Yung pag-urong nila doon sa pag-present sa kanya ay nagkaroon ito ng negative psychological effect sa kanilang kaso. And people will tend to believe that itong articles of impeachment will really not go places at ito ay isang bogus na complaint against VP Sara. Babaksak ang prosecution dito eh. In fact, the defense has no obligation to present any evidence kasi sa isang prosecution na isang kaso, ang burden of proof is always with the prosecution, hindi yan nag-shift. So, pag pumalpak ang prosecution, hindi kailangan mag-present kahit isang ebidensya ang depensa. And the defense will get an acquittal as a result.
I don't know anything about this statement of Director Matibag. There is no jurisdiction in the world that allows a judge to be pressured and intimidated. And I ask each one of you, my dear colleagues, payag ba tayo sa ganito? Ganito na ba tayo dito ngayon? Without due respect, Mr. Presiding Officer, I ask that we play it. I want to see what this witness is doing.
Ito ang balita ngayon. Trending at pinag-uusapan ngayon sa mundo ng
Diyan nga ng mga kababayan natin, no, na kung saan mga ilang naging pahayag nga ng magkapatid, no, na Cayetano na eto nga ang katanungan kung talagang papayag na lamang ba na yung ganyang-ganyang nagiging hakbang na tila nga ba may punteriya o yung selective justice nga ang nangyayari o tila nga ba, no, talagang gumagawa ng para-paraan o hakbang umano upang tuluyang malagasan, no, yung kampo nga nila Cayetano, ito nga minority. Ito nga ang tila ngayon nagiging issue, no, dahil nga sa umano'y paghalungkat na naman umano ni Matibag, no, sa kanyang nagiging ilang hakbang laban nga umano sa minority. O ito nga tila nga ba target, no, na Matibag na naman. Matibag, ano ba naman yan? Natin, tuloy pa natin.
Presiding Officer, I assume most of my colleagues, like me, were busy studying the lengthy memorandum filed by each of the parties. For the record, 30 plus pages, more or less double space yung sa prosecution. Kaya by the time I got to the defense, para na ako maduduling kasi mahaba na nga yung 30 pages na double space. Napunta pa ako sa single space. Okay lang yun, kasama sa trabaho yun. Pero that's how lengthy the documents were. And I slept at 2 a.m. Hindi kasama to sa explanation ko. Di ako nagyayabang or anything. It's our job. And I'm a night person, so normal sa akin yun. And then in the morning, tuloy ulit. Sent my staff questions, asked for more details, and then we worked together throughout the morning until it was time to come here. So I don't know anything about this statement of Director Matibag. But it bothers me to hear this. I now remember that I saw a message pop up in my phone which hindi ko nga pinansin kasi nga ito yung important issue ko na pag-aralan ko tong memorandum ng mga parties na inabala nga naman nilang very lengthily and exhaustively na nila dinidiscuss in a written document. But I recall now na may nag-pop up na message from a coach telling me na gustong pa-imbestigahan yung SEA Games. And di ko talaga pinansin. And now Alan brings it up and I am bothered. There is no jurisdiction in the world that allows a judge to be pressured and intimidated.
Yan lang.
And I ask each one of you, my dear colleagues, payag ba tayo sa ganito? Ganito na ba tayo dito ngayon? Don't we want a better country for our children? Why would would you allow a director who's just called to be a witness next week brag that he's going to investigate? And again, I don't know. So I respectfully request that it be played. Because I want to understand. If I don't have reason to be upset, then thank you, I can focus. I can go back to the business on hand. But right now, I am upset to hear this. And I will stand up for each one of you. I don't care what side you're on. I will stand up for you if somebody tries to intimidate you. So with all due respect, Mr. Presiding Officer, I ask that we play it. I want to see what this witness is doing.
Kaming mga kaso na bago na dapat namin tingnan. Kung maalala nyo, pumunta kami ng Clark because we were given 70 hectares for the NBI Academy. So magkaroon kami ng relationship sa Clark. Nakita namin din yung parang sports complex na ginamit ng SEA Games sa Philippine Sea Games Organizing Committee. Well, nakarating sa amin, may titingnan kami rito, kailangan kami investigahan dahil nakarating kami dito, billion pala yung pumasok dito na pera na unliquidated. At merong private company dito na na-involved na binayaran ng 10 billion at ang
Ito nga mahirap ng mga kababayan natin. No? Pagdating sa ganito, tila nga ba itong si Matibag aligaga na talagang gustong imbestigahan umano. Subalit itong flood control na talagang hinahanap ng marami o tinatanong ng sambayanan, tila nga ba nagiging tikom, yung nagiging hakbang o galaw rito. Na kung saan yung mga nakaraang tila nga ba umano na nais-imbestigahan ni Matibag, tila nga ba ngayon ito ang inuungkat, samantalang yung kasalukuyang flood control, maraming tila nga ba mambibig, Matibag, flood control ang hinahanap ng sambayanan. Kung ano-anong hinahalungkat mo ngayon, tila nga ba talaga nga may intensyon umano o may nais lamang talagang targetin na naman ito si Matibag, kung saan ang flood control ang sigaw ng marami. Kung mapapansin nyo, halos lahat ng kababayan natin, flood control dahil tag-ulan na naman Matibag. Tila nga ba nagbabalik na naman ang bangungot ng flood control. At yun, nuloy ba natin?
pagbabayad insertion sa GAA na hindi dinayan. So ito imbestigahan namin. Malaking kaso rin ito. Ay, iba pa yun. Yung sa Caldero na kaso, I think, so ongoing, pero sisilipin na rin namin. Ito yung tungkol dun sa it's a Malaysian company na sila yung nag-build dito parang fourth area na to. Walang bidding. Tapos nabayaran ng mabilisan na 10 billion yung halaga congressional insertion. So, sisilipin namin to. Katunayan, meron kaming mga kaso na pumasok na bago na dapat namin tingnan. Kung maalala nyo, pumunta kami ng park because we were given
I think that's it.
70 hectares for the NBI Academy. So, magkaroon kami na rin.
Senator Judge Pia Cayetano is recognized.
Rest assured, Mr. Presiding Officer and dear colleagues and parties, I will not belabor this point. I will not stay long. But clearly, from the statements of Director Matibag, malaki daw kaso to. Naimbestigahan na niya? Alam niya ng malaking kaso? Paano niya nalaman?
Patay ka, Matibag.
So sa akin lang, Mr. Presiding Officer, simple lang eh. What was the intention here? To distract the minority floor leader, who is one of only two lawyers right now, because our other lawyer was already carted off somewhere. So dalawa lang kami. So you wanna distract him. So ako na lang ang tatayo dito. Hindi na siya makakapag-aral. Yung ba intention? Because it is clearly the intention. The fact that he has to stand up, the fact that I have to stand up, the fact that Senator Robin has to stand up, he is distracting us from our job. As Senator Alan said, he could do it quietly. Go ahead. Anong purpose niya? Nagyayabang siya? What's the purpose? Is he trying to intimidate us, not to ask him tough questions when he is our resource person next week? I do not know. But those statements, those actions are not acceptable, possibly contemptible. So I ask the presiding officer and you, my dear colleagues, let's think about this clearly. I will stop now. As Senator Pangilinan said, we can take this up on Monday. Salamat na pinagbigyan niyo ako na mapanood natin at pag-isipan natin. Na gano'n na lang? Pag may pinatawag tayo sa witness stand, Abangan natin na magpe-press con na kung ano-ano pagsasabi tungkol sa atin? I didn't have enough time to research. But clearly, I know that there's jurisprudence that does not allow a judge to be intimidated.
Mhm.
And if hindi pa nanakot yun, then I don't know what is.
Yun na nga.
Kung hindi panindak yun, then I don't know what is.
Yun na nga.
Hindi tayo sensitive. Sanay tayo dito.
Mhm.
Pero alam din natin kung pinapatamaan tayo, di ba? Alam natin yun. Di tayo tanga. O so paano? Sabihin ko ngayon sa kanya, manda ka sa akin ngayon. Pagdating mo, ganun ba? Gaganti na lang ako. Hindi ako ganun. Kilala niyo ako. For how many years ako tumayo dito? Hindi ako nanggaganti. Hindi ako mababaw.
Tunggol.
Pero I'm asking you, dear
Matibag.
colleagues, wag tayong papayag.
Bay ka.
The Filipino
Tunggol
people
ka.
deserve better. We deserve better. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Pia. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Alan Cayetano?
Yes, I didn't know we were going to play it, but just for the record, there's no issue with the Qualdron because it was paid by the private sector. There was no public money used, and it was designed by the firm of a national artist. So much so that that same firm, I don't know when we started to hire them, whether it was the time of Senator Lacson as the Committee of Accounts for the new Senate building or the time of Senator Nancy. But until now, there's engagement. So it's so easy to find out. No? But can I shift to the topic at hand? Just one manifestation for the whole Senate regarding the oral arguments.
Aha.
We have not yet called the journal and called the court.
Yes. So
called
at the
case.
proper time, I just want to
Yes, you may do so at the proper time.
Mhm.
What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Padilla? Yes, sir.
Magandang tanghali po sa ating
Alvin.
tagapamahalang
Idol.
hukom
Magandang hapon din po.
at sa atin pong Ginoong Pangulo. Nais ko lamang po magbigay ng isang maiksing manifesto.
The gentleman has 2 minutes.
Maraming salamat po. A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mga mahal kong kasama, nais ko lamang pong idulog sa inyo ang aking nararamdaman, ang isang damdaming masasabi ko pong nagtatanong sapagkat ang mga nangyayari po sa ating hukuman sa mga oras na ito, hindi ko po alam kung ito ba ay eksakto lang na nangyayari o ito po ba ay sinasadya. Katulad po ng pagkakakulong ng ating dalawang senator judge na si Senator Jinggoy Estrada at si Senator Rodante Marcoleta. At ang kagiyat pong pagdating ng aming mga masasabing galing sa ombudsman, sa akin, at kay Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. At kahapon, pagkatapos pong ng isang araw na mabanggit ang patungkol sa pagpunta ng ating mahal na NBI Director sa Bangkok, at ito po ay kinwestiyon ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano,
Mhm.
kahapon po ay biglang lumabas ang isang pahayag na iniimbestigahan daw po yung patungkol sa pangyayari noong Southeast Asian Games.
Yun lang.
Ito po ba ay eksakto lang o ito po ba ay merong dapat tayong pangambahan? Sapagkat alam niyo po, ako din po ay dapat ay pupunta ng Iran. Sapagkat isinagawa po ang pagbibigay-pugay sa namatay na kanilang leader, spiritual leader. Pero hindi po ako tumuloy dahil may impeachment po tayo.
Mhm.
Tanong ko lamang po sa ating mga kasama, dapat po ba tayong mangamba? Dapat po ba kaming manggamba? At tayo po ay parang eksakto naman lahat ito? Hindi ba po tayo ay malayang korte? Tayo po ay may karapatan
Aha.
na binibigay ng konstitusyon na magsagawa po ng pagdinig na ito. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong tagapamahalang hukom.
The manifestation of Senator Judge Padilla is noted. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge
Mr.
Cayetano?
Presiding
Alan?
Officer, Rule 6 of the impeachment proceedings is that the rules of the Senate is suppletory, and if there is anything that affects the honor, integrity, or the functions of us individually or as a Senate here as an impeachment court, someone can rise on a question of personal or collective privilege, I won't do that. But may I just respond to what Senator Padilla said, since my name was mentioned and since the investigation announced by the NBI yesterday seems to be pertaining to this person as chairman of the 2019 organizing committee of the Southeast Asian Games. May I, maybe in the form muna of manifestation, unless the presiding officer or Senate President thinks that I should elaborate on by asking for time on a personal collective privilege, but I don't want to start that.
Senator
Presidency.
Judge Cayetano may make his manifestation. For the record, sir.
So, first and foremost, sa sinabi po ni Senator Padilla, I won't ask na ipa-play na yung video, but quite exhaustive yung sinabi ni NBI Director about the Southeast Asian Games. So, if the intention was to have a chilling effect, we already have that chilling effect. May 11, hinabol dito sa session hall na to ng mga ahente ng NBI si Senator Bato. May 13, nagkaroon ng enkwentro, putukan, pinipilit ng NBI na hindi sa loob ng Senado, but we have all the evidence that it was inside the Senate. Other incidents, I do not want to evoke a reaction or debate because I want to respect my fellow senators. Much of this has been vented in the media, is in court. Director Matibag has promised us that he will give us a warrant issued by the ICC, has promised us that he will hold his agents na nanggulpe ng isang OSAA. He will be the one to implement the contempt order and hold them in his office, but wala ditong natupad. So when I mentioned his name, his position the other day that it was bad taste, walang personal yun. I mean, regardless kung sinong, even if it was a secretary, an alter ego of the president who wrote the execution team or the defense team to say, pwede bang next week kasi may seminar, I would have said the same thing, di ba? Na, look at the gallery. Kompleto parati dyan from Congressman Ace Barbers to many Congressman Ridon. I won't name all of you, but you're busy people. But you think this is important, so you take time out and you are here. Di ba? Of course, the prosecution team, you have to be, you are here. We are here, despite of many, many other important things. Not only investigations, not only the flood control, not only the BIR, not only, we're also talking about the nation being prone to volcanic eruption, to yung bagyo, buti, well, nasalanta pa rin tayo ng bagyong Inday. Ibang Inday ang pinag-uusapan natin dito sa impeachment. But still, we are here. So it was in good faith that I said, as an example, mukha namang masama kapag kayong isang bureau head. NBI director is a very important position, but it is a bureau. So if a bureau head, and tignan yung invitation, nakalagay sa invitation, or your representative, and we resolved it. So aksidente ba na yesterday, suddenly after I mentioned it, and after during the weekend, many have been talking about na dapat ata hindi 16. So 21 na lang kami ngayon eh. So 2/3 of 21 is 7. Pag nabawasan pa kami ng 3, 13 na lang yon. Pero some will argue, mabawasan lang kami ng 1 o 2, baka 13 na rin yon kasi wala naman half person o 3/4 person. So all of these issues are valid. Question, the chilling effect is there, but am I intimidated? Wala na akong choice. Ilalabang ko na to, gagawin ko yun ang dapat kong gawin. Bumaliktad man yung sitwasyon, si President Marcos ang ini-impeach and I felt a certain way, ilalabang ko rin. Chief Justice man ang i-impeach, ilalabang ko rin. But for the record, Mr. President, go ahead and investigate. First of all, that's been investigated many, many times. COA, I'm not sure. I think the Office of the Ombudsman, ang nag-file pa ata, Chief of Staff mo eh. Senator Rob, I'm not sure, but parang may kaso na nun. Senator Drilon quizzed us here. I was Speaker of the House, but I chose to appear before the Senate to be able to answer all of those questions directly. The SEA Games, paulit-ulit yan. Biktima na ng speakership ng 2019 yan. Nahuli namin yung PR na sinabi kikiam, pinakain daw mga Muslim ng baboy, when it was chicken longganisa. na pinakain pero nasiraan na tayo sa Malaysia, Indonesia. The SEA Games gave us so much honor. So far, it is still the biggest SEA Games in history. Many of our athletes launched their career, even going to gold medals in the Olympics. Our athletic and our yung aquatic natin center in Clark is one of the best in the world. Ang nagsabi nito yung Israeli coach ng isang foreign team doon. But go ahead if you want to investigate. But I just want to put on record, mukhang misfire. Bakit? Yung sinasabi niyang infrastructure na walang bidding, first of all, the procurement law has many modes of procurement. So don't make it appear sa public na just because walang bidding, may anomalya na to. Okay. Secondly, bakit ko sinabing misfire? Hindi po sa I'm referring to Director ng NBI Matibag. I had nothing to do with the infrastructure. The chairman of the committee. In fact, I had to resign from the DFA because I was running for congressman during that time. So dun sa sinasabi ni Director Matibag na may congressional insertion to fund it, it's definitely not me because how could a non-member of the Senate or non-member of the House insert anything? Okay. Dun sa sinasabi niyang infrastructure, it was done by the BCDA. The chairman of the BCDA is one of the closest advisors of the president now. The president of the BCDA is one of the closest advisors and is a secretary now. And he said, medyo kaduda tong kumpanya na nanalo walang bidding. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same company who's making the City Hall of Pasig. So, I mean, if they want to investigate, go ahead. But by mentioning the organizing committee of the SEA Games, ako po chairman nun. At paninindigan ko po na napakaganda nung nangyari doon. At kung may anomalya, ako unang magagalit. So, go ahead. But my point, Mr. Chairman, honorable members of the court, sa prosecution, to be fair sa prosecution at marami akong kaibigan, I've never felt any intimidation from any of you. I mean, you've continued to be either friends or for those who are former friends but friends. I mean, I don't know if nagkamali lang ako, but on the first day, I nodded ng konti kay Senator De Lima. Gumanon din siya, hindi ko alam kung na-acknowledge because we were friends once upon a time and this is a court. We owe it to each other to be professional, di ba? So wag tayong pumayag na someone like Director Matibag would do that. My point, Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, he could have not announced it and investigated. Imbestigahan mo, tingin mo may mali, imbestigahan mo. But it is unfair to me and unfair to the court that kung kailan siya patatawag siya sa Monday, intimidate mo ako, hindi kita tatanungin sa Monday dahil mag-a-announce ka na iimbestigahan mo. Tapos sasabihin mo may insertion, tapos sasabihin mo hindi liquidated po lahat yun. So let me talk of unfairness. Hindi ba unfair? Kung ako babalik na rin ko, sasabihin ko, inimbestigahan ko na rin kahapon Ang sabi sa akin, mainit ang ulo ni Director Matibag kasi may contractor na daw yung binigay na lupa para sa NBI at gusto niya sarili niyang contractor. So would that be fair to him? No, it would be a Marites accusation. So that's the same thing he announced yesterday. A Marites accusation towards me that affects this court because I am now a senator judge. So I hope this is the last time that I'm going to have to speak about this. But definitely, we've been speaking about this, binabawasan talaga kami. Iniisa-isa. Even yung mga vlogger na malapit sa administrasyon, sabi, 2 down, 3 down, may kasunod na. Di ba? So, Mr. President, I want this impeachment to be a test that the 1987 Constitution works. And that despite political differences, the prosecution and defense, I saw them after the first or second day, nagkakamayang kayo, nagkakamustahan. After the first or second day nung mainit na baliktaktakan dyan sa pre-trial, nagbabatian, di ba? Even in court. So we can't help but be emotional, we can't help but get mad at what we think is disgusting or sometimes crossing the line. But is there any question that for this verdict, whether it's for conviction or acquittal, to be accepted by the Filipino people, we have to make sure that the integrity of the court is intact. I will admit to you, nahirapan po ako. wala si Senator Marcoleta. Iilan lang po kaming abogado dito. Si Senator Pangilinan, Senator Cheese, si Aimee is a law graduate, di ba? Senator Pia, Bam is a second-year law student and I'm encouraging him na tapusin niya. Total review na yung nangyayari ngayon. But it's not easy. 24 lang kami, nabawasan na ng 3. So I hope this issue of the integrity of the court becomes an issue for all of us. No, I'll repeat what I said when I was Senate President. Director, hindi mo kami natibag. So wag mo try itibagin tong representation na to o itong impeachment court because what you're doing is not helping. Investigate whatever you want to investigate. You want to investigate ba't ako nagpatubo ng balbas? Investigate mo, no problem with me. Pero wag mo nang i-announce kasi nga naaapektuhan yung integrity ng court. Thank you for the leeway, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator.